Hello. Good evening.
Oh,
Oh,
what's happening?
it is. Just inform the Discord.
There you are, you're streaming.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Where is it?
I need to mute myself. That's not gonna work. I don't.
You don't...
Ah, here we go. I had like our channel open up somewhere and it just went live and it just started playing the audio back to me.
Oh
And
no,
that was gonna
weird.
look crazily. So I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, that'd be pretty weird.
Yeah.
When you hear yourself.
I like that hitting the mute button did nothing.
What's it even for?
I hit the wrong one. So yeah, today I'm gonna be continuing colouring. I think this is page 24 of
I've just finished page 25.
You've just finished page 25.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very
I'll
cool.
send that to you.
Yeah, so I'm currently in the flatting stage still. I'm adding in the kind of part colours for each section. And we're continuing to do that for the next couple of hours, I think.
How's it going? Do you feel?
It's pretty cool. I mean,
You happy?
yeah, this is a really fun page.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool, man.
Or it looks like it will be. I want to get some really dynamic lighting happening in the, the main panel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be in the dark, right?
Yeah, and you can cheat it a little bit and backlight them with a window if you want.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, let me bring up a smaller window for this so that I can keep that minimize, like show you the whole page at the whole time so you can kind of see how the progress goes. This is the full page I'm working on.
It's got a tricky challenge with this page because I wasn't sure how to do lights flickering in a comic without having to do one panel several times the same with different lighting scenarios. So I tried something a little bit weird and tried splitting a panel into several different panels.
Yeah.
And alternating what the lights were on and off in each section of it. But it's going to rely pretty much on Mike's colours and lighting to be able to sell it.
I think the rough values you put in already will help.
Yeah, thanks. I hope that's helpful.
I think these are going to be kind of blue or grey. And then these will need to be glued up a notch. The tricky thing with doing dark scenes in a comic that's going to go to print is you can't really use darker valued colours. Yep, Super Pikachu.
Well, at least not if you're being you and deciding that you want to go 0K across the entire comic. Of
Yeah.
which I approve.
I want to make sure that it prints vibrantly. Like, I think it's the kind of comic that needs that.
I'm 100% on board with that.
Because we got a comic printed previously and it came out okay, but it is slightly darker than expected.
Than I want it to be, yeah.
And that's mainly because I didn't know at the time.
Oh yeah, well it's our fault. We never printed one before, so we didn't know. But now we know.
Hey Quetzal. Yeah, so this is I meant to do these evening streams a bit more often than this, but it's been a bit busy lately. India did a talk, a Q&A, sorry, on Monday, and I was there during my stream time.
Thanks for the support, though.
No worries.
That was awesome of you.
How's stuff going on your side?
My side?
Mm.
Just finishing up these pages now. Or this page, rather. And then moving on to another one. I think this page is okay. I think it's alright.
Cool. It looks good from what I saw before.
Good, good.
If I see anything that I think doesn't make sense or anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, be sure to tell me before you put time into colouring it.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste your time.
Oh, it's about 3 PM where Super Pikachu is. At least you don't have to like stay up super early or late at the moment.
Yeah.
But she can't have sound on at the moment, so...
Oh, fair enough. That's okay. I mean, I understand you can't hear me say that, but that's cool.
I typed hello, so she knows that I know that she's there.
Cool.
So yeah, what's everyone else up to? How's their day gone? Feed me stories.
Oh, you sound a bit tired. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine, yeah.
Good, good.
Just chilling. Oh, cool. Just a little shout out to Stephen Ward and JP Jordan. They retweeted the tweet that Periscope tweets about this stream. So thank you for that.
Thanks, JP. And who else was it, Stephen?
Yeah, he's the kind of editor, I believe, for Irish Comic News.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I'm hoping you
Excellent.
get into the August feature.
Oh, that'd be really nice. Wow, yeah, that'd be nice.
I think you've more than fulfilled the criteria to do so.
We'll see. If I do, it'll be all you, dude.
I might be the one sharing it, but you're the one.
Oh, I mean, it'll be thanks to you that we get featured.
No.
Yeah, because of what you're sharing and everything. Super cool.
What I'm sharing is your art.
In your colours. But you're the one sharing it. Which I appreciate.
Ah, thank you. F. Hopefully the audio is okay for everyone. I should actually have music playing. I don't know why it's not. So there we go. Let's have some relaxing beats as well to listen to.
Sounds good.
Let me know if the audio on the music is too high, too low. Hey Fuzzy D.
Fuzzy!
So yeah, if you have any questions or any talking points or
Feedback.
or feedback. Yeah, that'd
Or
be
just
cool.
chats and stories and such.
We're super open to that. Let's not make it all about us. No.
I hate it when you have like a bit of line art or a scribble on a layer and you don't know which layer it is.
If you use the the tool that you get with V, you can right click with that and it'll give you a list of all the layers that are present on that pixel.
So useful.
And then alternatively, if it's like one of the topmost layers, if you hold control click with V, it will select the layer that that's on.
Yeah.
You don't hear music, Quezzle. Okay, let me turn it up just a little bit more. It's fairly chilled, so there you go. I figure she might have been hiding some arms underneath her cloak. Cool, another colorist is streaming just now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his name's Nick Phil. He's probably way better than I am.
Oh, dude. I'm sure that you're both awesome. I would not have anyone else working on my book though.
Aww.
You're my number one choice.
And here's me thinking it was just proximity.
It's not. It's actually not.
Thanks, Swifty.
Yeah, sure. Kind of wish that we could have an alternate universe where you don't live with me so I could prove it, but...
I don't. That doesn't sound fun. Interesting. I think in previous drawings of this girl, I don't remember you giving her eyes before. Like her glasses were her eyes, but maybe I'm just...
Oh, you misfilled that in one of the early pages.
Did I?
But I haven't told you yet because you haven't actually done the final colours on that page.
Okay.
So I figured I'd just tell you when you get back to it.
What did I do?
Oh, you gave her green eyes there. It's because her eyes are in the centre, I think. So you could see it as a cornea and a pupil.
Okay, I see. So I misunderstood. Gotcha.
But it's no worries. Like it should be super easy to fix when you get to it.
We'll make it there, Pleasy. No worries. We'll go back. I guess we've sort of... Well, we've not really completed Deepness quite yet. But yeah, we'll be looking for somewhere to go next. I might actually just take off. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's on in this one. Ah, hey Owen! It was so cool to meet you.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't get to hang out much afterwards. I was hoping we'd get to chat with you a bit.
Yeah. And hey Bryony. You having a pleasant evening? Oh, there is actually 2 lines. I thought for a second there that my vision had, like, blurred.
Oh no, like I do double lines a lot.
That's okay.
It's the way that I sketch. Sorry.
Oh, salmon and salad.
Sounds nice.
He says Owen says the QA was great, and Brian is asking how it went.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. Paper Bag was a great host. Sean. Keep thinking of him as Paper Bag because...
Just say Paper
That's
Bag,
how
and
he
then
knows.
that's how
But
people
yeah.
know him.
That's true. Yeah, he was a great host. It was really fun. I was kind of nervous, but I ended up having a really good time. And chatting to people afterwards was awesome.
You even said, like, I'll know for the next one, to which I was like, there'll be a next one. Because you were really nervous beforehand, but I think you eased into it. I think once you realised, like, he would be up showing animations and you get to see, like, how he did stuff.
I ended up kind of just geeking out over his stuff.
I messed
So that
up.
was okay.
Okay.
Like, it's easier to be less nervous when you can just be a geek about stuff, I guess. You know?
Yeah. Okay, that one's dark. That one's light. It was held in Token, if you've ever been there. Hey, Nikita. So it's like a kind of gamer bar restaurant thing over near Smithfield. Like if you go along Haymarket, it's just kind of along there and on the corner. It wasn't really what I was expecting, but it was pretty cool. Rada joined. Cool. So they converted like what I think is usually like more tables and a lounge kind of downstairs next to the pinball machines into a makeshift rolled seats and tables at one end, but there was a projector, which is pretty cool. So India and Paper Bag were able to show work from a laptop and HDMI. When Paper Bag had all set up, could he like see another screen, like a Cintiq that he was using?
No. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
he was using it like a tablet.
So, was it like it could be a screen? 'Cause I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. Yeah.
He usually uses it as a screen.
Gotcha.
But he couldn't with the setup being what it was there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he had to just use it as a tablet.
That's pretty cool. I think if I were to get a Cintiq, I'd probably be more inclined to get one like that.
A tiny one.
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. I'm not sure I would enjoy working at something that's like as big as that.
I love my big Cintiq.
I know you do.
I love it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what he had. It was fairly like travel-esque kind of thing. Alright, he uses Cintiq 13 HD. I think that might be what he had. There's not really a usual time estimate for calling the comics, although I'm trying to get at least 2 pages, like, first pass done. Like, I never really feel like the page is finished until I've seen it in the flow of the story, but I'm trying to get, like, the flat colors, and I'm using hard shading. So this is the second page of today, and page 23. This is the one from earlier. I've not shaded it yet. I'm kind of letting it percolate while I work on the next one. So these be like immediately preceding one another. Flatting is the thing that takes the most time, really. On a project like this, where it's mostly flat color and the color holds as well, taking a bit of time. So this is where I'm aiming to get to. This might actually be a good guide to color pick from, so I'm just going to leave this up.
Aha! I was looking for a certain rectangle, I couldn't find it, but I found it. Sorry.
A certain rectangle, I knew it was around here somewhere.
Here it is. There it is.
You should never misplace your rectangles, India.
Oh, I found it.
What?
And now the page is finished.
Is it like a border?
Yeah, it was one of the frames.
I switched those off.
Well, I need them. I need to know where they are.
Pish posh. So if I can answer your question, I've kind of moved on to this one around about... I lost track. I think about 5 to 6 hours. I'm trying to get that down though, for sure.
Here we are, uploading the page.
But some pages are quicker to do, like depending on the complexity that India's put into a page, it can really vary. Like on one of the early establishing pages, she managed to tuck in 45 characters for me. Like, no matter, it's just a school, I'm fine. So that one took me a while.
It took me a while too.
Yeah.
It also takes a bit longer when I decide that I'm going to change bits of the panels or change the story bits.
Ah, because you have to diverge from the thumbnail.
Yeah, because then I have to like work out stuff. So what's your favourite part of the colouring process?
It's probably for me it's picking the colours and seeing them like sit well with one another. There's a satisfaction in that. Like, it's very different to painting. Like, painting is very kind of like practical application of like strokes, and colouring comics, until you get to maybe a rendering stage, doesn't really involve that. And even when it does get to that point, it's a little more inhibited than, say you're doing like a rough character sketch painting type thing. So I haven't really ever got painterly with any comic I'm doing yet. I think I might do on some of the backgrounds we have, but that's...
Yeah, there are some backgrounds where I'm actually leaving Mike to pretty much do a lot of them.
TBD.
Just because time. There are some where I have to be super precise about it though and actually do them myself, which takes a long time because I'm not very familiar with doing backgrounds, so I'm very slow at working out how to do them.
Yeah, you're more a character artist.
Yeah, much more.
Let's just... Oh, I wrote an action earlier as well. To create white borders. Let's see if it works. Burp. That should have worked. Huh. Wonder what's preventing that.
What seems to be the problem, Chief?
Oh, I see what happened. There's a, there we go. There was a border, but like I usually use a duplicate of the borders as a means of creating the selections for the color holds. There we go. Oh, thanks, Ninja Rules. Ninja's Rule. I keep saying Ninja Rules.
Ninja rules.
Ninja Rules.
Ninja rules number 1. Always be stealthing.
Yeah. Is that India's Ninja Rules?
That's the ninja rule number 1.
And then I can like lock these layers because I don't need to do anything with those. And then that's what I was trying to get. So India's kind of working at a not 1-to-1, I don't think, but she's kind of working in a zoomed out way. So then when I come in and do all my color holds, I kind of sometimes notice things like this. Okay, just a gap or something.
Oh yeah,
just
sorry.
Doing...
This is how messy my line art is, and it's purely a time thing. I simply thought I was going to have at least twice the time I have to do the project, so I'm having to produce work at twice my comfortable rate, which means I have to not be as neat with the line art as I usually would, and just hope it's going to turn out alright. It's a bit scary, but between having super neat line art and getting the book finished, I'd rather get the book finished.
I think the people are like, when you zoom out and stuff, like you don't notice.
When you zoom out, it's generally okay. I hope it's okay in print though.
It should be.
In fact, if we can, I'd love to just try printing it out of our printer. And I know our printer's crap.
You'll need to buy another printer cartridge though, because
Oh,
it's
no.
run out of magenta.
It's just that it would give us such a better idea of how it will look.
Maybe. I also created myself some cool actions here earlier where I can click on layer color. Wait. Stop. I need to go and do this first. Call that color. And then add another. I should probably make actions for this as well. Color holds. So I can use these to select layer and select color hold. They're just looking for the layer name, but it means that if I'm like, I don't have to keep scrolling up and down my layer stack to find them. Bryony, we're going with Comic Printing UK, and Rich has said if we can get him a test copy by the
Second, the first preferably, because that's a Friday.
he's gonna get a test copy back to us for, I think he said like £20 or €20. So we're aiming to get like as much as we can done then, even if it's not like fully finished. We'll get an idea of how the style of the book is gonna translate. So yeah, we have about 3 weeks.
It's not very much time
It is not.
to do another 25 or so pages.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get 2 pages out a day, but it's very difficult to do that. I'm doing my best.
Is our action points D&D, or is that something else?
Action points, isn't that like in Valkyrie Chronicles and other games where you have strategic RPG elements?
I know it's something. You guys will do it, says Bryony. Hope so.
We do our best, Bryony. So whoever comes out, the round comes out. I just really want to get it finished, you know? It's just important to me.
Yeah.
We don't have much else for the table, so
We had such plans.
we did have such plans, but we ran out of such time. And it was mainly my fault.
No, like, I could have been doing more.
No, I mean it's supposed to be my fault because I took on a lot of freelance work that I knew would probably take more time than I thought it would, and it all of course overran and left me with very little time to do what I thought I was going to be able to do. So it's kind of my fault. But we were planning to have like a mini comic, Frostblight as a book, this comic.
Yeah.
And North of my sketchbook all there, but in the end Frostblight had to be dropped, and the mini comic's been dropped, so it's all resting on Girl and the Glim as far as new content goes. So I'm kind of feeling the pressure to get it done, and to get it done well.
Hey July.
July.
Bryony's like quality over quantity, guys. It's a good point. Like, we have enough material as well to like a good starting point.
It's made something. Oh, thanks. Oh, but you have.
A sandwich.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh, Reiki keeps us alive during deadline.
Oh my gosh. What did we get custom burgers?
Yeah, we got a custom burger.
Oh.
Reiki's the best. I'm trying very hard to do quality over quantity, but at the same time I'm trying hard to get the number of pages that we need, so I'm having to drop the quality a little bit. I hope it'll still be good though.
I think the writing's the same, and the compositions and everything are there.
Only the drawing qualities have been dropped a little bit.
Brian is suggesting that we could potentially have like an A4 print from a page or two from Frostbite, and I think that's a good idea.
Sorry, I'm eating. Maybe I worry about trying to sell a comic page as a print.
I know, but Frostbite is kind of painterly.
Oh wow, this is really good. I don't even know what this is, but it's tasty as all heck.
It says like the pages are just full on illustrations. Kind of. We'll look into that, Bryony. Yeah, it's a good idea.
I would be up for it because it'd be nice to have more stuff.
Yeah.
If we can find some pages that are like really nice. We'll probably ask you guys in Discord when we have the PDF. We'll probably just share the PDF with you guys and see.
I think it would kill my computer if I tried to open another master file.
But it would be, but we'd have them smaller, I think, just to view.
We'd have what?
The pages smaller, just to view, so people can tell us which ones I think would be good as prints.
Yeah, yeah. What I mean is, if I tried to open the Frostbite Master thing right now,
oh yeah,
I think I'd have to close the Gloom one in order for there to be enough kind of RAM to.
Yeah.
What was this teacher's name?
Miss Gilly.
Miss Gilly, cool. I think she's cool.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bryony said she would buy one if that counts for anything. It does. Of course it does.
It really does.
I managed to practice selling some comic books at the Q&A. I was like, oh, you have an interest in comics. Would you like to see one? Owen asked whether you'd be printing more of your sketchbooks.
Maybe I was planning just to sell the ones that I have left. I think
Right.
I have about 10 or 12.
Yeah. That reminds me, we've sold another one of those from the Big Cartel.
Have we?
Yeah.
A sketchbook?
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, I have to send off a North comic as well. So
Do
I'll
you?
send those tomorrow.
Did we sell us North?
I thought that's what you told me.
No. It was the sketchbook that was bought when I told you.
Oh, cool. Okay, well I'll send it off tomorrow.
Yeah. I sold 2 copies of North while we were at the Q&A.
You're so good.
There's to 2 people I knew already. But they say, you know, friends and family are your first customers.
Well, that's very true for me.
Good hustle. Yeah. Hey Dion Higgins, welcome to the stream.
Yum, 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 yum.
Let me know if you have any questions or interests or curiosities or... I will be your host, Doig Bear. Hey, if I was less humble, I could call myself Doig Bear, colorist extraordinaire, and it would rhyme, and it would be good. But I'm not, so let's just go with Doig.
Aww. It's good that you are willing to push stuff though.
I would like to tell people about it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you make.
I hope you're proud of you as well.
I think we make really cool stuff together.
I definitely enjoy making stuff with you.
But not babies.
No, never babies.
Will there be a stream at 7 AM to 9?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow there should be. We've kind of been like working late and therefore hitting snooze one too many times on our alarms. But we're aiming to prevent that tomorrow.
Yeah, we've been late a couple of times this week, but we're hoping that will be perfectly on time tomorrow.
Yeah, if we start late we tend to go like for 2 hours. I've never thought of it that way. Brian is just like, oh man, your babies would be so talented.
Don't speak to me about talent. I bet if we had a kid it would rebel and go into construction work or something. And we'd be like, no! What is this stable career you want?
We molded you.
You're designed to be stressed all the time.
You must continue our legacy.
Oh god, it'd be awful.
You are Doig Swift Jr.
Let's just get a cat instead.
Okay, if we get a cat, we're teaching it to paint.
Sounds good.
Okay. Painting with Doig Swift and Whisker Cat.
A whisker cat.
Whisker Cat. I would call a cat Whisker Cat. I love cat eyebrows. Seriously. You ever actually like just stared at a cat and be like, dude, the fuck's up with your eyebrows? They're all like, whang, like sticking out and stuff.
You'd probably get scratched less if you stopped back-chatting every cat you see.
I never get scratched.
Because you have fast bear reflexes. Stop making fun of their eyebrows.
Owen just said our babies would animate straight ahead without line art, just colour.
They would. That'd be amazing.
Oh, Brian is asking what your parents do, which is a super fascinating question.
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry, fascinating. Well, it's a good question, but it's got a fascinating answer.
It's probably easier to ask what my parents don't do. Well, let's see. My dad, he's well, they both used to be theatre designers. So they used to design costumes and sets and make stuff for theatre. My dad also was a boat builder for a long time. So he designed and made his own line of boats, which are all named after Old English coins. So the farthing, the halfpenny, the shilling, called Willow Bay boats. My mum, after she was, I think they were both art teachers at one point as well, But now my mum does taiko drumming and yoga and tai chi, and she teaches like how to fight with swords and things slowly. And she writes historical fiction as well.
I know what you're thinking. Like, yeah. My mouth was dropping out at this point too.
My dad's retired now, but he still keeps working because he's crazy. He did a lot of work at Beatrix Potter because his friend Roger owns the attraction of that in Windermere, which is where they both live. They're separated, but they still are friends, so we all get together at Christmases and such. They're both very, very nice people.
How can two people have so many cool jobs?
I don't know. Like, I feel kind of rubbish. I'm like, I only do one thing.
You do more than one thing.
What else do I do, Mike?
Well, you animate, and you also make comics, and you also do Q&As.
Is there anything I do other than, which doesn't fall under drawing?
As a job?
As anything.
No.
I'd like to. Ray could bake some awesome bread today, and I was like, I should bake some bread.
I saw you bake cookies once.
I did, I made them for you. It was a heart shape.
Uh-huh.
Watched you eat it. Make sure you eat it. What about your parents' story?
Okay. So my dad, I think he was training to be a chef at one point, but that didn't really continue. His father used to run hotels, so he would move around a bunch between the different hotels that they owned, until my grandfather settled down and retired into a village, and had the village shop. So my first home was the house above, the main shop of the village. So when my granddad died, he left the shop to my dad, who continued it for a while, and then eventually sold it to. He sold it, and then we moved toward the town that they now live in now. I'm trying to think what my dad did between that shop and... I think he did some stuff where he worked from home, computing and stuff. And then eventually he got a job as... he worked in a video shop for years.
Which was like Blockbusters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a video rental.
It wasn't a Blockbusters, it was a cell-phone thing, it wasn't a franchise. I'm trying to remember what it was called before, because the shop got sold to another owner, but my dad continued working there because he was good at his job, I guess. So yeah, that's my dad. He did video game store for ages, and then
he's into video games now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a massive gamer. Every time I go back, he's telling me about the most recent Dark Souls or Bloodborne that he's been playing.
Super jealous.
And hello, Chernobyl Survivor. Quite a name. And my mum, at the moment, she is a practitioner of something called Bowen, which is an alternative health. It's a little bit like a masseuse, but it's a particular practice where they do subtle movements and heal things. Before that, I think she did a bit of... What was before that? Childminding. She was a childminder for a good, for a long time. And then before that, she worked in a computer chip assembly line. I think at one point she used to run adult, like, you know, the kind of party gatherings where women get together and they buy like lingerie and like sex toys and stuff like that. I think my mum ran that for a while.
Risky.
So she used to have like an inflatable man that hid under the stairs for a while.
Hid under the stairs.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Was she doing that while she was childminding?
I couldn't tell you the crossover point between those two jobs.
I want to know if the inflatable man ever popped a towel unexpectedly on some children.
Well, he's usually deflated, but
I guess that makes sense.
I remember he distinctly that he had like a little control box attached to a wire that you hid in his bum. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's intense. It's a multifunctional man.
I know, right?
Do you still have him?
I don't think so. I don't still have him. I never had him.
This is the most amazing conversation to
I know.
overhear from the other room.
So, India's kind of parents are all like, yeah, like super Tai Chi and taiko drumming.
Arty farty.
And,
And your parents are like... Your parents are cool though, play video games and have an inflatable man under the stairs.
yeah.
Oh man. Reika's got very interesting parents too though. Reika, you should say about your parents.
First bringing in my stuff and then me.
Okay. Their story's worth waiting for.
Brian is like, a third person!
I'm quite sure it's not as interesting as yours though.
Doig and Swift and Kovac.
They're probably not interesting to Reika because she's used to it, but they're incredibly interesting to us. You just wait till you hear about Reika's dad.
My dad was a guitarist for a while as well.
Oh, that's cool. Your dad and my dad would probably really get along.
I think they would. Sort
My
of.
dad loves guitars.
My dad, like, it's a bit sad, like, he's become hard of hearing, and so he can't really play the guitar anymore because he can't hear all the notes, which is, it's really sad.
Yeah, that is really sad. Can he not get like just a big amplifier? Big old amplifier?
I think some people might object to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude! For Christmas, I'll get your dad a Vox Pop. It's what I have. It's a little tiny amplifier that plugs into your guitar. And
Alright.
you attach headphones to it.
Okay.
And so it amplifies it only into your headphones. So
I-
he can have it as loud as he wants.
That could be cool. I'd like...
You need an electric acoustic though.
I think it's not so much volume, but frequency. Like, you can't hear certain frequencies now.
Maybe you could fiddle with the settings and get more noise or something to make it
I
sound-
thought you just said maybe you can feel with the settings.
Ah.
No, unfortunately.
Yay.
There's a light here.
It is.
It's amazing.
Next door in our living room, all the lights have blown out, so it's just like dark all day.
No, not all day because window and huge over open. So
Even then,
that's good.
it's not exactly bright. It's been really nice outside though.
Sitting half outside in the window is pretty
nice.
perfect. It's
Yeah, that sounds
very
good.
light and bright. Breezy.
Oh.
So cool.
So Reika,
Yes.
tell us about your parents.
What do you want to know, India?
Just what they do. We've been sharing stories about our parents.
It was not about what they do, but what they did, wasn't it?
Yes, well, my mum and dad still do all the stuff they used to do.
Fair enough. My dad studied to be a goldsmith, So when I was really, really small, his job was basically making the designs and the full, I don't even know what's the English term, the form for making coins.
Yeah.
So he was doing that, and then his workplace, like the National Money Making Institute, kind of like changed a bit, and then he lost that job. And then during the majority of my childhood, they were making, both my mom and him, these tiny polymer clay figurines for flower shops, like thousands of them. So I saw my parents, like my mom had another job about that later, but they both sat at a desk and created hundreds and hundreds of little Santa Clauses and turtles and whatever,
Wow.
just these very colorful, cute figurines that went into the oven and came out holding little signs saying, "I love you, I miss you, Merry
Aw.
Christmas."
So they kind of work together on that.
Yeah, that was like late at night, not sleeping, either because they played Magic the Gatherings or because they made polymer clay figurines.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
And then apart from that, my dad at that point was like a stay-at-home dad. And then my parents got divorced, and then he started working in a restaurant, just washing dishes because he was freaking lazy to actually do something with his talent, and also was depressed.
Aww.
Then he became a gardener at a countryside place where they moved, and then also worked together with his second wife, who was doing ceramics. So they did all kinds of fairs together.
Cool.
And then he just started learning a lot about different kinds of massages and also many different spiritual things. So nowadays what he mainly does is become like being a shaman.
Wow.
Is just treating people with kind of a mixture of massage, acupuncture, and just all kinds of energy magic things. Let's just leave it at that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what he does at the moment. He occasionally still makes jewelry, like carving it out from wax and then getting that molded either with like bronze or silver. And sometimes making custom jewelry for people with
Cool.
all kinds of gems and stuff.
That is awesome.
He's a crazy dude. I love him. He's totally not sane.
I like also your story about carrying your goat's head across town.
Yeah.
I can't not bring it up.
Let's not go there.
It's so good though.
Another day, maybe. And so my mom was, she studied to be a teacher, which she never ended up doing, and instead she kind of jumped on board with the first Hungarian magazine that dealt with computer games. So the majority of my childhood was seeing her play video games for testing, writing playthroughs, and yeah, just basically dying of crunch time in the magazine, and then becoming like editor and
Wow.
a lead editor, and then that magazine kind of fell apart, so she stayed there till the very end, and then she moved on to becoming a designer at the game development company, and
Oh.
then kind of doing everything over there, from assistant to art directing a bit, not art directing as such, but like becoming a lead design say in the projects, and then moved on to HR, and that company collapsed as well. So Hungary is not really good for gaming industry, unfortunately, and now she's just doing random administrational shit and web stuff the company of her husband.
I love
And,
that
yeah.
that your parents are into computer games. Like both Doig's dad and your mum
Yeah.
into computer games. Awesome.
Because your parents are really not.
Really not.
Well, my dad is not really. I mean, he did game a bit, and he kind of jumped on board with the development of a Hungarian computer game for making a texture for a planet once.
Ooh.
But like computer graphics is not really his thing. So and he's not a team player at all. He's just horrible at communication and like being, I don't know, led or he's not good at that shit.
Well, it sounds like he's much more into like doing stuff with his hands, like physically.
Yeah, he does paint. He does little wood carving. He builds and does many different things, but. Yeah, talking? No.
Hello, Claire.
That's so cool though, that's very cool.
Yeah,
It's nice hearing more about them as well.
they're interesting people. It's just like my dad was not really a great influence in me when it came to art. He was really inspiring, but when he started trying to tell me anything about it, I kind of just wanted to run away because he's like, oh, I don't like the way he explains things or how he would teach. I was like, no, that's not for me. Let's get out of here. He also made it sound like, oh, it's a big quest. You have to do this and this and that. As a kid,
You just want to
that
explore,
was
experiment.
that was not for me.
Yeah. I had a similar thing learning to play the violin. It sounds kind of similar, where you're like, oh, I really want to play the violin, it looks like so much fun. I could play all these tunes, and you kind of just want to get one and improvise with it. And
Yeah,
have
but
lots
I
of
mean,
fun.
that does need a lot of effort in the beginning so that you can make it sound okay.
I know, but I just wanted to play with it, and my dad
Okay.
wanted us to do 20 minutes a day with
Alright.
strict practice, and it very quickly became something that I dreaded every day, because it was just this, do the scales for 15 minutes, and I was like, no!
Aw.
Was it sort of similar when it came to art, just having structure imposed on something that you wanted
Oh
to?
no, I mean, he didn't, because I didn't really start on art. I didn't set out to do this quest. I just saw him drawing all the time, and I did draw all the time as well, but it
Yeah.
kind of really didn't occur to me that, oh, I should set out and do this and take it seriously, because taking it seriously sounded very horrible based
Yeah.
on how he explained things. And some exercises or whatever he showed or told me about was fun. So when I went to like the drawing classes in school, I was kind of way ahead everyone because he was telling me all about these interesting things. But then also he was saying, well, yeah, when I first went to art school, we had to draw a cube for half a year.
Oh,
And then there was a chair. That was another couple of months. And then maybe sometimes the teacher would come and kick the chair, and then we had to draw that. So I was like, I'm not going to
No.
do that.
that sounds like hell!
Are you sure he wasn't like serving a sentence for something?
I
Instead.
have no idea. Well, I mean, I'm quite sure that's really freaking helpful because
Oh,
you get
yeah, I'm
to
sure.
learn perspective really well. But I just felt like I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah, let's face it, who gets into art and things, so I just can't wait to draw a cube over and over. That's what I'm in it for.
Yeah. So I thought art school is not really in the picture. And then when it came to choosing a high school, it kind of came up, but by that point my parents were divorced, so my mom very easily just killed this same thing. Well, you know, you have other talents, and your father never made it as an artist either, so
Oh,
let's just keep that as a hobby. And since I had no ambitions at all, yeah,
Since 9, Claire, we're streaming. I was gonna ask, Bryony, what do your parents do?
Let's hear about all the parents. I want to know about everybody's parents. So have you always been in the mindset of doing art as just a hobby, Rika?
Yeah, most of my life.
Alright.
Well, up until 5 years ago.
And then what happened?
I realized that I'm hooked.
Rika did this really cool watercolor of a turtle, and I've not seen her fox yet, but I'm told it is good.
It's so nice.
It's not as good as the turtle.
Still love it. I think it's really nice.
So are you in the midst of setting up a shop at the moment, Rika, or is that like...
That's the monthly quest to put stuff up on Society 6 as
Gotcha.
print options.
Okay.
So that's probably mostly going to be the broken things design. Hopefully as t-shirts, because many people told me like, oh, this would be cool as a t-shirt design.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to market that thing, but I can figure that out after I have it up there.
That's true, yeah. You can just sit there until like eyes are drawn to it.
Okay. I've got news. So Bryony is like, oh my god, nothing interesting at all. My mum has always had an office job part-time with me and my bro were kids. And her dad was a detective.
Nothing interesting.
Nothing at all. Nothing to see here. Moving along. That's crazy cool.
You have a very wrong definition of nothing interesting at all.
Well, maybe it's the kind of thing where you don't get to know anything about the detective side, because
Oh yeah.
it's not allowed to discuss that.
So he was a homicide detective, and this one time, like, he went out into the middle of nowhere and looked in a box. I don't know. And Fitzy says her mum's a stay-at-home mum, and her dad is a computer programmer who randomly opened a guitar shop 9 years ago.
Cool.
My dad should visit that guitar shop. He's into the guitars.
Random thought. Imagine how horrible must it be to watch detective shows with someone who's a detective.
Oh,
Like,
I know. Yeah, just have what the light's done. That's
utter bullshit.
that makes no sense.
Enhance.
That's cool. It's nice to hear about like Claire's dad's kind of following his dreams or just going with something he fancied doing on the side, like opening a guitar shop.
I like that this woman's hand is a circle.
That's the doorknob. Her hand's behind the door.
I like that this woman's hand is behind the door.
Oh.
I do too.
Okay. Alright.
It's hard to slam a door.
Understand that.
Yeah, it's hard to slam a door inwards.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of hold the outside of the door. Is what I'm thinking.
I need to save this
Yeah,
as
imagine
another
it.
file. Brilliant.
Young files.
Save them. Like being able to reuse drawings.
What?
Every now and then. Every now and then I have a panel where I have to deliberately keep it the same as the previous one, except change just one or two things.
Oh.
And it's just nice to be able to do that.
Yeah, that panel is almost done.
Bryony was constantly asking, like, during crime shows, if, hey, Dad, so is that what your job's like? And he's like, no, stop asking. My dad watched a lot of crime shows.
Crime shows are cool.
He's like, have you seen The Wire? And I'm like, no. He's like, you should watch The Wire so I can talk about it to you. I'm like, okay.
And you did?
And then I never have, yeah.
Well, that's a story for another day then.
Yeah. This is the same man that stopped watching Game of Thrones because the fire effects weren't very good.
It is a weird reason.
I've spoken about this on the stream before, but for all you like tuning in now and haven't heard the story, my dad would probably utterly love the Game of Thrones.
It seems up his street for sure.
Like, he loves Skyrim. He loves like mythology. He loves Norse stuff. He'd love Game of Thrones.
But he
He's
doesn't
like, he's like, oh gosh, these flame effects are a bit tardy. Oh, he didn't use the word tardy. He just said they were a bit shit. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
He wasn't though.
No.
And are they?
Were the fire effects? I don't remember. I was too engrossed by the story and the characters.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
And the whole winter was coming and shit.
Your dad can see past that though.
Yeah, he knows what's important.
Maybe you just need to show him like a good clip to get him hooked and interested.
What, like one of the sex scenes?
Probably uncomfortable to watch with your father, but
No, I'd be fine with that.
you could show him a cool fight or something and be like, this is in this show. If you watch it.
Have you ever watched a sex scene with your father?
I think I have, yeah. I think I felt fairly uncomfortable.
And he was totes chill.
I'm always uncomfortable though because I'm worried that the other person is uncomfortable. Which isn't helpful. So I'm often the one making it uncomfortable. How about you?
I think I have at one point.
How did why? If you can't remember, it can't have been that bad.
Makes sense.
How about you, Rika?
Nope. Well, we didn't really watch a lot of movies together. I lived with my mom. So.
Did you ever watch a sex scene with your mum?
Yeah. A rape scene, actually. Oh, no, there was a sex scene as well. With the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Ah.
My mom chose that movie, and she was totally not aware of what the hell it was. So, that was impressive.
I mean, I always feel slightly better if the other person shows it. Because then it's like, well, responsibility is not on me.
Yeah, I mean, I only knew that when the movie came out, I very quickly came to the conclusion that this is not my type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard that it's tough. So I just kind of went ahead with my life and said like, oh, maybe I'm gonna read the book at some point, but I don't wanna all that much. So when I went back home for a brief visit, a month ago, 2 months ago, my mom was like, we should watch a movie together since you're here. Yep, why not?
Sounds good.
And then she was like, I heard this is a really good movie, and then it's crimey and whatever. Like, are you sure, Mom? Because all I remember that it's just tough. It's like, yeah, let's, okay, whatever. I watched the trailer, said, alright, well, I'm up for it, let's do it. And then, well.
Oh.
Well, that's totally not what she expected, and I kind of feel like she's more into the modern rush state of mind than I am, which is weird.
Oh right, that's
and
interesting.
she was like, this is long.
When's the action gonna happen?
It's like, this is kind of, takes forever. So I told her that I think she might be a bit too too impatient and too used to series episodes and I don't know, clips of videos.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is fairly weird.
Yeah.
Claire says that she was chatting to Kieran Lucas earlier, and they were praising our amazing work ethic, to which I said, I don't think our work ethic is very ethical. We'd probably be arrested if we were employing ourselves.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, you shouldn't applaud us. We are not doing things the way that normal people should do things. And we would not be doing it this way if I hadn't backed us into an impossible deadline.
Well, not how normal people shouldn't, how people shouldn't be. And not only normal ones.
You know, those normal people that we all know.
Well, can you list two?
No. Since they're two people are alike, we'd have to just choose one person to represent normality for the entire world.
Shit.
Mm.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Who should that be?
I don't think anyone can handle the stress.
No, I don't think so either.
Although it would be very, very easy to distinguish them. Like, oh, that's what normal people do, and we don't do that. So
Yeah.
whatever that person does, we just don't do that.
Exactly. Normal people being that one person, they wouldn't do that. So
Claire put on the first episode of Sense8 when her mum was in the room, and the first scene is a full nude lady on lady sex scene,
oh my.
which was a bit awkward. Extremely awkward, she says. Did you have to explain it to her? Like, sometimes, Mum, this happens. Sometimes ladies really, really like each other.
Her mum was probably more like, Claire, I didn't know you watched this kind of thing. That's probably not how Claire's mum sounds.
Probably not her being Irish and whatnot.
I had awkward moments like that though, because as we all know, I'm super into animation and I was super into anime as well, but anime's much more adult than American cartoons tend to be. So I would like come back from MVC, which was our music and DVD store, or VHS store at the time, with spoils of new anime DVDs, and I would just pick up the ones with cool box art and take them home because I didn't know what any of them were, and the only way to find out was to buy this animation magazine which came out like monthly.
Was that Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time I was pot-looking it and just like trying to find new stuff. So I'd go home and put them on. I wouldn't have seen them before, so I wouldn't know. And Mum would walk in at just like the worst times. Like there would just be like full nude women on screen and stuff, and I'd be like, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
And then sometimes I would find ones which were really good, but they still had like the ridiculous nude women scenes in them, and I'd be like, no, it's good, really. You just came in at the wrong time. I swear, it's not just filth.
Nudity is not filth.
I know, but I was worried that my mum would think it was filth that I was watching.
I bet you she'd be like, this is fun.
Maybe. I don't know. I never will because I never asked her because I was too nervous.
Did she ever say anything?
She raised her eyebrows quite a lot and said, oh my. And at one point she asked me why the characters' faces kept changing and turning into weird things. Because in anime they have shorthands for a lot of expressions where they ping the faces to like different things, but Mum wasn't aware of that kind of visual language at all because she'd never seen anime before. So she's like, what are they doing with their faces? Why is that happening? Why are they doing that? I was like, Mom, it's because they're upset.
Apparently your impression of Claire's mum was perfect.
You're too kind, Claire. Very much too kind.
See, Matthew Atkinson has all the... he knows. Like, that's why he has the monitor faced away from the door. Just in case.
This was like a family TV though at the time.
You just
I
don't
was gonna
know.
ask, like, where did you watch all these things? 'Cause
Yeah, like I watched it in the living room on our TV because I didn't have a TV in my bedroom or anything. I was only like 14 at the time or something.
I had consoles in my room, so I had a TV.
I think
I have
at
a
14.
computer. I just
Oh, yeah, that's. Well, one of the series I really liked to watch was called Dirty Pair Flash. And I think
Dirty Pair Flash.
it's about a pair of, like,
I know what's about a pair of.
secret agents. And their codename is the Dirty Pair because they're really foul-mouthed and they always screw up every job they go on. And I think Flash was the name given to the series because it was a reboot of an old series. So I think it was meant to mean Flash as in flashy. And I didn't understand what flashing was back when I was young and innocent. So at one point I tried to Google for my parents the series to show them what it was and they were like, "What are you typing in?" I was like, "It's the name of the series." I'm trying to show you the screen grabs for me. They're like, "Don't type that."
Did you know? So you didn't manage to hit enter?
I did. I was like, "No, it will just show pictures of a series," and they were like, "No."
I'm gonna Google this right now, not on stream. I'm just
Okay.
gonna see.
I bet you'll just get the series.
Dirty Pair Flash.
And this is the series.
I'll bring up the.
That's the Dirty Pair. And my mum would be like, "Why are their faces doing that?"
Dirty Pair Flash.
Yeah. They were awesome.
To be fair, all that came up were those two.
Yeah. But still.
And that.
Well, it was risque. Like, there were bits in it where they were like, that was one of the ones which had nudity in it. And I was like, "No, it's good, really. Please don't judge me on this scene."
Amazing. I should probably look at what the chat's saying. Nothing. They're completely immune to this.
They're Googling.
They're all up Googling, like, what is this?
Well, if they're all Googling, they'll find some cool art.
I wish to see some dirty pairs flashing.
It was cool because they would have like little arcs of the story where they would go on different missions. And every mission would be its own arc. And every arc would have its own animated intro that was different. With its own animated intro song that was different.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. But yeah, not easy to explain.
Bryony is like, "I know not of this anime."
I watch
think-
movies in my room and I hit a door and I hit a key.
Oh gosh, that's awesome. That's a dream. Well, I wouldn't have given for a key.
Your room in your dad's house now is ridiculous.
I can't remember what that room in my dad's house is like.
Okay, so in her dad's house, India's room is like at the very top floor, and it's kind of like almost an attic room. But you go directly up the stairs to get to it. So before you get to the door, there's a window into her room.
Oh yeah, that was great. Like to see people peering in through it and be like, "Oh, a person."
Don't come in. I'm not decent.
You can always hear them when they're coming up the stairs. It was really funny. All the same, but you see the little head poke up first through the window.
Ridiculous.
It's weird to have a window out like that into the stairway.
Yeah, it very much is.
But then you had that flat when I first met you that you had a secret room in which there was a window that looked down onto your bed from the secret room.
Well, yeah.
Which is a bit weird.
But the window wasn't like immediately preceding the door into the room.
No, that's even worse though, because you could just go into it and they wouldn't know you're in there. And you'd just be watching. At least my window, you could see people as much as they could see you.
Yeah.
Yours was a bit of a creepy peep window.
It was until I covered it up.
I love that window. I was a creepy peep.
I can actually show that room on the stream. I've got it as an Imager album.
Oh, cool. It was a really nice flat. How much was that flat a month?
It was like £430.
I miss that flat so much.
It's cheap as chips now.
It was massive. Absolutely massive and gorgeous.
So here we go. Let's go on a journey together. This is the hatch that you could go through to get into the attic of my attic flat.
The secret hatch.
Yeah.
So you had to climb basically on top of the fridge. See, that's the wall against which the fridge sits in the kitchen. That's the kitchen wall that
This
you
is
can
the
see
wall.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you would have to climb up the wall.
I think there's an image down here. Okay, so like this is up next to the hatch. So this is like looking down into my kitchen. All of this I ended up cleaning. Like I made this all spotless and stuff.
Of course.
I had an upper walkway full of junk. But okay, so this is immediately through the hatch, and then this is the window that India is talking about.
We filled that room with cushions and duvets though, so it was essentially just like a cushiony duvet-y room that you could go and read books in.
Yeah. So this is when I first found it. I was like, I didn't see this in the flat viewing at all. Like, they didn't even mention that this was the case. I'm like, I've been in my flat for maybe a day, and I'm like, this is a cool flat. I'm a bachelor now. I'm just wandering around, and I'm like looking up, going, oh, what? I could maybe attach some like posters or something. And I'm just like, I look up and I'm like, that's a hatch. What is that? So I like climbed up here, and then I was like, what the? I think I might have actually like been talking to you.
Yeah, I was like, secret hatch, secret hatch, secret hatch.
So, yeah, so like...
Well, thankfully you did not find a dead body there, or a creep, did you?
No, I just found like a bunch of ornaments and stuff. And
But you can see there, that's your room.
This is down into the bedroom.
That you can see.
Yeah.
Like, that light hanging is the top of his room.
Yeah.
So you can look directly down onto the bed.
Yeah.
So weird.
And there were power sockets, and there was a light bulb, and there's the little like raised up part. This was probably above the corridor that ran like outside. It had a little like cubby bit up there. Yeah, and then this was like, there's my office and my desk and my kitchen and a whole bunch of shit. So yeah.
You just use that to store art materials in the end though, right?
Up there, yeah. Yeah. The Room of Secrets.
So nice.
I don't know what this was about at all. I think it was maybe like a pull-up bar or something.
It is, yeah. It looks kind of like the hilts of samurai swords.
So yeah.
Such an awesome flat.
Good times. There was also like a hatch in the wardrobe that went down under the floor, but I never really went under there.
You never told me about that. We could have explored it.
It was really, really, really dusty, and I think pipes and stuff were down there, so I didn't want to like trip over a pipe and flood air anywhere.
I'm really excited about that though, because you were in flats where you had flats underneath you, so where could it even have gone?
I think there was a space between, because the staircases were really tall. Hey Taco! I just noticed you were in the stream. All you want in a house is a room to put all your books in, Claire. Well, we have a solution to that. We put them in our wardrobe.
And we put our clothes back in the packing boxes or in the airing cupboard.
Yeah.
Because books are more important than clothes.
We're very good at being adults.
You'd be dead if it weren't for Reagan.
No, you wouldn't be.
That's not true.
You've lived on your own
It's
all
true.
your life without me.
We survived so far. And we'll keep pushing our luck, god damn it.
I should have checked for hidden money. I didn't. I like. Oh, like down in the crawl space. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, who knows? Someone could have stashed something there.
Maybe the half elves will live in there.
Yeah.
Themselves.
It would have been worth checking.
Could well have been. People keep money in the floorboards. Ooh, Renee, she got a new mic today. I thought you got a new mic. I'm sure I've known you and you had a new mic. Maybe that was Claire. That might have been Claire. Well done on getting a new mic.
Yay!
I don't need a new mic because I love the mic I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
you schmoozer, you. What kind of mic did you get? Renee? Did you get a snowball? She got the snowball.
They're really good.
You're listening to us on a snowball. And whatever Rake is doing.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's done.
it's the coolest part. That's the box on the top left.
I can't. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
The bat's a bat.
I probably will still touch him up a bit, but
Whoa!
things.
Yeah. It's good woes. So good.
His face just went like blank.
It's some really dope foxes, folks.
Dope foxes.
Dope foxes, apparently.
Other animals too. Like I really like the shadow on the other side of the snake.
The snake is not really good.
I like
think,
snake.
but the head kind of got lost, so I have to fiddle around with that a bit.
Oh, Renee, we have a friend staying with us called Reka, who is a fantastic artist and painter, and she's been doing watercolors, and there's animals, and I'm freaking out. There's a fox, and some sort of cat-looking creature, and a snake, and a bat,
And another fox.
and another fox, and they're all going to be available on her store when she sets up, because
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was not the plan, but apparently is now.
Yes. She does an amazing series called Broken Things.
Very creatively, like, just the broken stuff.
They're awesome. They're like my favourites.
Renee says, "Hi, person."
Hello.
I think she might have said "hi, person" before I introduced you.
Yeah, we have a bit of a delay.
Can you draw dogs?
But I guess.
Would you like to be in a magazine
Oh yeah.
with a dog drawing?
Sure.
Or painting.
She said sure.
Is there a requirement? Like a kind of dog?
Nope, just any picture of any dog.
Should give some context.
Bryony is putting together a magazine full of art of dogs, and I think this the sales of which will go towards a dog charity.
Sure.
I think.
Why not?
Yay.
I have not really painted dogs, but I've painted wolves. They're close enough.
The wolves count.
So I can just paint a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be great.
I mean, I'm in the process of doing practice stuff anyway, so why not?
Could you paint a Shiba Inu?
Oh,
A Shiba
no.
Inu. Have you ever seen a Shiba Inu?
It's Mike's favourite dog.
It's my favourite dog.
I can try.
They're adorable.
Yeah, they're derps. They're total derps.
It's what I think I will draw if I contribute to it. I think I drew a Shiba Inu recently.
Can you message me with this later on so that I don't forget completely?
Sure.
I don't know when it's due or something like that. Details.
It's not due anytime soon.
Okay.
We were going to do ours just after Thought Bubble.
I will put it on the quest list. Oh, they have a quest list. It's a whole freaking spreadsheet and all.
Yay!
I'm just gonna put it on there.
Wolves count. You can paint a wolf if you want. Because we wouldn't have dogs without wolves. And Renee went to see Coldplay. First real big concert that she paid a seat for.
Nice.
Was it the gig with the lights? Asked Bryony. Matthew got really excited about Bloodhound because of lots of fun with the wrinkles.
Oh, yeah. They are wrinkly. They're adorable though. I always remember not Beauty and the Beast. It's Lady and the Tramp when I think of Bloodhounds.
Okay. Ooh, I got 31 notifications. Yay. Bryony.
We had 3 dogs when I was a kid. It was fun.
You did?
Yeah.
Were they just all a mix of different kinds, or were they specific?
No, it was, we had the Rottweiler. That was the first. We had one that was a mix of a German Shepherd and a Husky. And there was one which I don't know the English name for, but it's like this also huge, very fluffy sheep herding dog.
Is it like the Dulux dog, which I can show you? It's a dog that advertises paint, famously.
Is your Twitter Valerie Sketches?
I think so.
Let me see.
Or, yeah, probably it is. Yeah, it is. The dog is this.
Oh wow, yeah, no,
It's
wasn't
just
what I was thinking.
huge. Like, this is big.
What's it like living with so many dogs? They must have taken up a lot of room.
Well, we had a garden. So they were just out in the garden.
Oh, playing with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Rottweiler had puppies at some point. So we were going around with my brother and 9 little pups.
Oh.
That was adorable. My brother was trying to build them a sandcastle, but obviously dogs really don't wait around until the bridge is ready for them. So his time was mostly spent on trying to put the little dogs back to the beginning so that they don't yet trample all over the sandcastle.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, the story is kind of a sad one, but the moments were fine.
Ooh.
Aww, that is sad.
It looks like Geordie's using her Twitter again.
Yeah?
Mm.
Geordie Blair is Mike's basically colour hero? I don't know how you'd say it. Yeah. She taught Mike colour during a colouring workshop, and he's always really liked her work.
Yep.
And she was off Twitter for a long time.
Her book came out today.
Ooh.
So she's just like, officially back to Twitter perhaps, unless that scary jerk comes back. But hey guys, what's up? I had a book come out, you may have heard. It's called Redlands. And it's about witches.
That scary joke better not come back. I don't know what happened, but Twitter harassment's not cool or fun.
And any kind of harassment's not cool or fun.
This is true.
Yeah. Ooh, Bryony says, "Woo, wow, lovely work, Reka."
Thank you.
And Fidz's dog doesn't act like a dog at all. What do they act like?
A koala.
She's more like a cushion with stubby legs that you have to feed.
That sounds pretty dog-like for me. And you have to scratch the belly.
Always.
It's very important too.
Keeps morale up.
Tricky trick. That's done. Over there. You're welcome, Bryony. Oh, take care then. Oh, cool. Enjoy Rick and Morty. Wait, are you still on the bus, Claire? Or did you say that you got back? 'Cause it's really late.
Were you crunching? Or does it just take a long time for you to get back home?
Night night, Bryony. Thank
Night,
you for
Bryony.
joining us.
Good night.
You're on the bus, smiley face. Jeez, oh.
Long day.
I'm gonna need to, I think, purge something from Photoshop.
Is it being slow?
Yeah. You were at the Nathan Stanton talk.
Of course.
Why have we not been discussing this already?
Yes, how
Spill
was
the
it?
beans.
Tell us. Completely forgot. It's a good thing probably, or I'd be super jealous.
For those that don't know, Nathan Stanton is like a story
Sorry.
guy at Pixar.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was giving a talk on storytelling today that we didn't know about till this morning.
Oh.
I know, we were like, no! But Claire told us which website lists it, so I'm going to keep my eye on that website in case anything else ever comes up.
Where was it?
Somewhere in Dublin.
But is that like a venue that usually does things like that, or is just an organization that?
Let me find out.
I'm not sure.
Soon we will, but I shall Google this.
Whose head is... Oh, is this... Okay, I think I know who this is. Claire
Who is
says
this?
he seemed like a super nice guy. This guy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Matthew's like, I'm in bed and I ain't leaving. You might fall asleep though.
Animation Skill Night is the place we want to keep our eye on.
Okay.
So, it was like the Printworks, which I've heard does other stuff. Like, they host things regularly, I think. Stuff.
Cool. What are you laughing at?
What's going on?
Also today, one day cartoony animation workshop with Mark Oftel. Credits Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Monsters University, Inside Out. It's for animators who want to develop their cartoony animation skills. I might just cry a little bit. It's okay.
You make progress.
You're working on a comic. You wouldn't have been able to go anyway.
I would have made...
It wouldn't have worked. There is the comic thing the weekend as well.
He also suggested reading Brian McDonald's book, and I was like, yes!
Oh wait, I think they've listed it on the wrong day. No. Yes.
Are you sure it's not for like the next month or something?
Yeah, I think it's 18th of this month. Yeah, I can still... Oh no, wait. No. No, wait.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wait, it is. I think it is on the 18th of this month. It says the 8th of August, but then it also says 18/08/17. So.
Well, click for more.
What are you talking about?
This.
No.
It says 8th of August, but then the actual thing here says the 18th, which has to be the 18th.
Yeah, it'll be the date that they said. The 8th of August is when they posted it.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, we got gorshed.
Gosh.
Thank you for the follow, Tommy O'Brien. Woo-hoo. He might not even be in the stream, but if you are, hello. If you're not, hello. I'm not really sure what this is, but
It's part of a thing.
they only announced it yesterday, so buy a ticket since they seem to sell out. Is that what the Furious typing is?
Oh, actually, I'm replying to someone about the Leeds booking
Oh,
for Airbnb.
what'd they say?
Just the person's emailing me saying, can you let me know this is you and what your personal email address is? So I'm just sending a quick note to say, hello, I'm India. And a kind of Alsters.
But I
Hello,
thought.
I'm a person. I am me. Promise.
Okay.
Yes. You can contact me on this email address.
No, you can't.
Never contact me again!
I will kill you!
I hate email. I hate people. Time.
Ah, okay, busy. See you in a sec.
Thanks for getting in touch.
Too many talkings.
There.
This one. No? Oh, that'll do.
Oh. Yeah.
We might want to fix
That's
green
very
mesh down
annoying.
here.
Was that spirited away?
Yeah, it was. Nice ear. From just
Well, nice
What
humming.
this? Mocking me with your whistling. I do like your whistling though. Feel free to continue.
I can't whistle and colour at the same time.
Oh no.
My one true weakness revealed. Ah, you're welcome, Owen. Thanks. Plus Ultra.
Plus Ultra!
Thanks very much for joining us again, and hopefully we'll be able to catch you in person again some point soon.
It was really cool to meet you.
Bye bye. So sleepy.
Are you?
No, Claire is.
Oh. We didn't hear how the Pixar talk went though.
No, we didn't. Well, sorry. Claire might have said things, I might have read them. I said that she said about reading Brian McDonald's book, didn't I?
I think so.
You don't?
I might have just missed it.
Yes, you did. I
Yeah.
hearing that.
And he went through all the kinds of things you should consider when boarding and storytelling in general. He seems like a super nice guy.
That's awesome.
Oh, Claire has to send off a whole load of press releases tonight for her musical society. Sorry for the creaky chair.
No rest.
It's a shame you can't, like, multitask and things like that. Like, I'm going to be out. Computer, do this while I am not here.
The dream.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you. She might share her notes on it when she makes them more legible.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that'd be great.
Bless you,
Thanks.
child. There was lots of talk about Back to the Future and Indiana Jones.
That sounds like a good talk.
I listened to the Dan Harmon talk earlier on the Game Grumps, and he was less than impressed by Back to the Future 2.
What did you think? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Pretty funny.
I love the point where they realised that they made a feature-length episode.
What did they say? I don't remember that part.
Oh, they were talking about they could make a better movie. And then Dan was just like, he realised in like 10 minutes we'll have made a feature-length film of an episode. That was about it.
It's pretty amazing.
Sorry if I'm I didn't mean to spoilery this. Okay.
What a game though.
The game they were playing was ridiculous.
It looked awful. Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
The movie, the game.
Wonder what would happen if I did this. Here they are, Tim. I just realized I didn't have Restream there. So now it's up. Ooh, JT and Crazy J. Welcome.
Oh my god, I found an amazing comic.
What is it?
It's Beelzebub's. It's pretty grim.
I'm up for it.
I'm going to like this.
Thank you. awesome.
It's really great.
Oh.
Scroll through. I think it's the second or third. The second is good too. The third one, it's just, oh my god.
The drawings are so nice.
Okay. That's saved. So then we go over to the master glen. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad.
These are so great.
I was hoping this would be on a page turn, and it totally is. You're so good, India.
Huh?
Your this is on a page turn.
Yeah.
What I'm considering doing is all the gutters have been white so far.
Mhm.
Make the gutters like this dark blue grey.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the whole page is like really dark, potentially, and then all the light sources, I'll make them really vibrant. So like it will flicker. It's my idea. Matthew's like, I need to start drawing more and stop playing games. Haha. What you need to do is find someone as driven as India who'll just drive you up the wall, and then it'll be all fine. India doesn't drive me up the wall. I'll take that back.
It's okay, I know I do.
That one. That one you're looking at right now. That's pretty funny.
These are all adorable. I love this.
That's a peculiar, like, choice
So-
of word. Adorable.
Oh, these are great. Such great drawings.
Yeah, so we'll get to like this point, and then just have this complete mood shift.
So awesome. That's the gate open again. Oh yeah, these are okay. It's amazing. It's going on my bookmark bar. Reika's showed me a comic called Beelzebubs.com. It's amazing. I recommend people, more mature viewers, potentially, to search for it.
Cool.
Beelzebubs. BELZEBUBS.com.
Is that like?
And look at the drawings.
Well, I've heard of Beelzebub before, but what's a Beelzebubs? Is it like a
It's-
family or something?
Yeah, it's basically a family of devil spawn.
I like it.
And it's just like their everyday lives, but of course everything's backwards. It's a little bit like the Addams Family, except more kind of demonic and less schoolish.
I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Is that the grandmother?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really fun.
Okay, so I need to select these two because they'll actually have the lights on. and also this and this. It's 11 p.m. here. There we go. So then these two panels are on. This is on. And this potentially is on. Hello, alpaca. Welcome. This may be a little too dark. Oh, hey Al. Yeah, I think you do have all of Twitch to yourself. Well, you're welcome to come over to the YouTube though. Hello, it's an L.
Hello, Al.
Hello.
How are you today? Aww. Thanks, Al. Yeah, so I'm looking to do this sort of page turn transition, and I've just picked out, because the lights. Ah, Shibu, hello. Come on, update. Hey, Shaun of the Dun. Is that a play on Shaun of the Dead? Because that's awesome. You're all 6s and 7s. Oh, awesome, it is. That's really cool. I love that movie. Yeah, you've made it to present time, Matthew. Congrats. Okay. Aha, okay. I see. You are the alpaca. Gotcha. Oh, welcome. Glad you made the jump. Nice. What would you reckon? Doing pretty well. Will there be flickering sound effects in there?
It will.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to decide what to do with the borders, whether to have them the same colour.
Yeah, maybe have the borders for the bits which are lit up white,
I could do that, yeah.
and have the borders for the bits which aren't lit either not there or black. Although having no borders at all looks okay as well.
Yeah, trying to decide.
Any advice you have, Elle, on how to really sell the idea that the lights are flickering will be really helpful. Could you darken the inside of Joe's mouth on that one picture?
Sure.
Thanks a million, dude.
Like that?
Yeah, even a bit darker. Does that give you K though? If you do that.
Not yet.
Awesome. The lack of K astounds me. Yeah, it's better, thank you.
Oh yeah, Al, I'm going for a no K comic. Like, as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's your shadow. Ah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's literally like a black layer on semi-transparency.
Yeah. She looks like a little old woman there. Oh no! The class is gotten rowdy again.
It's weird how Midge can just look like an old woman if you colour her like with grey hair.
Yeah.
She looks like a grandma.
That's a cool idea, yeah, I can do that.
What's that?
Color hold the bulbs in a brighter color, like they just flicked off, and have that cool off Does that make it sense?
Yeah, like do the colour hold to the white or something. For the
Maybe
ones
not.
where they're off.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cast shadow in the characters. Yeah.
So happy that we have like Elle to give us feedback too.
Thanks for the follow, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob.
Ah, thanks, Al.
What does Elle say?
Al said these pages look incredible and the no case suits the style so well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Elle. It's nice to hear they look alright.
I do use a little bit of K in the color holds, but that's because I don't want to diminish India's blacks.
Thanks for that.
Ah, she loves another. Thanks for the follow. Oh, press later. VA. Thanks for the follow.
Cool. That's awesome.
Did someone share my link?
You're so popular.
Did you share my link? No.
Not this time.
Huh.
It's someone else being sneaky.
Someone else. Cool. That's Kevin if you don't recognize the voice, Al. Al believes in you, Matthew. That's all you need. Mind blown? What happened? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is if you're new to the stream, this is art by India Swift that I'm colouring.
Hello.
She says hello. So this is what I get. What you want to do, Fids, is if you get up your color, like usually this thing is on RGB. No, usually it's. What have I done?
What have I done?
Yeah, it's usually on HSB, where you can pick the hue, saturation, and brightness. You want to switch that to CMYK in the CMYK spectrum. Yeah, Sean, that's essentially what I get as a colouring book. So then I colour in the lines, and now once I've got my flats, which are a mix of, like, this guy over here still needs flatted. Let's do him just now so we don't forget. And what I'll use is the lasso tool, pick out an area, and then fill that area. Oop, done. Pick another area, fill that. And I'm using Alt to give myself this kind of polygonal lasso tool, so I don't have to like give myself carpal tunnel by holding the tablet down all the time. How did I do the thing where I got pretty much the same color with no K?
Magic. Michael Magic.
It's just by eye color matching and moving the sliders, but I can show you an example.
Do that thing. It's cool to watch. Oh.
Matthew mainly wants to go into storyboarding because they love coming up with the stories and the shots. At the minute, they're practicing and learning about comics. Cool. That's really cool. India has storyboarded on a couple of shorts professionally, and all your drawings have many dark colors. Okay. Okay, let's open up like this, and you see, like, so let's pick a color like this. Like, you can only get so dark without using black. Like, if you get a new layer, and I'm gonna go up in the corner here. And then play there. Let's just open a new document. Create. Give myself a better brush. Okay. Oh, you have color blindness, Sean. Okay.
That doesn't help.
That will make it more of a challenge for sure. Okay, let's get that color again. So say you've got this color, and we've got our CMYK here. I might have chosen something that was too dark, but we'll see. It tells me here that the K is... Love doesn't make sense. I'm gonna... Okay, stop talking now. This has got 66% K. If I drop that down to 0, you want to add a lot more of cyan. Now the thing I've found with the CMYK sliders is the closer together you have these three sliders, the less saturated your color is going to be, because each color is going to mix and dilute the other pigments and therefore reduce the overall saturation. So, and then from left to right is your value. So over here is white because there's nothing being added, and over here is like, this is your darkest dark with C and Y. This is it. This is what you get to. Hey JP. So if we remove a couple of these, keeping the magenta because this is a warm tone, and then I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go this dark, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think there's any way.
Well, remember the Ghibli way of going dark is to use more blues rather than darkness itself.
Yeah, no, it was literally had to color match against something.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll do this one. So this is like 50% grey. And then and you notice as I move these sliders, the spectrum between here and here changes for each one of these. So I'm kind of looking at what direction will push me into going more green, which is this way. And then this way. So just slightly nudging it closer and closer. And closer, knowing that the more I raise up, the darker it's going to get.
I'm stretched. Thank you sent me some finger stretches to do.
Cool.
You should do that a couple of times per day.
I'll try and do it at breaks, and because that felt pretty nice. We could get together for some finger stretching.
Yeah.
Finger stretch sessions.
Should be a thing somebody just calls stretch and then
Or
we
like,
all be summoned together. It's like, okay, let's do it.
I like it. Have like a
Whoever is
stretch goal.
reminded by whatever any given point during the day.
Almost there. But yeah. I've not quite got it, but you can see between there, this one, this top half of this blob is like 50% K with a mixture of like 50% of the other colors. And this one is like predominantly saturated in color but no K. So this will print darker, like much darker I think, than this. This? Good. This? Bad.
Well, bad if you want bright printing, right?
Yeah. You can see on the stream that there's like a slight difference between the two. But if we were to take this, that's how much this jumps. This.
It's incredible, really. It's crazy once you know about it. Because that's the amount of light that the printer's going to put into it, right? Because the printer will read the K value and apply that much black ink.
Yeah. What I've still to learn, Claire, is how to take image that's previously been done and then remove the K. Jordy mentioned something to do with curves. Elle may even know. But if we like do this above everything and then go to black, and I think bring that down, you'll see if I remove black from this, these colors remain because they're not using any black, and therefore when you reduce black on the spectrum, they get removed.
Sorcery.
Yeah, it is, pretty much. It's crazy cool though.
Yeah, so if I take the same curves and drop them onto here, and then make this my main thing, it's going to affect India's line art. But not really hit my colors. Cause I ain't using no K. You can do it in the channels. Do explain, L. I wish to learn.
It would be useful for stuff which like you've done in the past.
Yeah, because you could effectively remove. Huh. Do you want no CMYK? Get rid of it. Like you could do this to a flattened, or maybe not even flattened, but you could do this to your painting, Claire, and you could see where you've used K in it. You'll need to convert to CMYK for your print. But yeah, this is the reason why going from RGB in an additive spectrum from your screen to something that's printed on paper with pigments mixing, there is going to be a difference. Because it's literally an entirely different system of color mixing. like when you add different spectrums of like colors of light together, they become brighter and trend towards light or white. But when you add paint together and mix it, it becomes brown.
So it gets darker.
And it doesn't get darker.
Okay.
It just goes more grey, because say you take red and blue and you mix them together, you'll have, that's like mixing half red and half blue, and then they're mixed together, so you're only seeing like half of the particles of one mixed with half of the particles of the other.
Okay.
So it's less dense, and therefore the colour is less vibrant, which is why people go out and buy pure pigments of things when they're painting, because if you try to mix to the same hue, you're not going to be able to do that with by adding additional colours. The more you mix the paint, the more you dilute it, the more it becomes that purplish, brownish, grey.
Huh.
So same with printer ink, as far as I understand it, having only ever printed a couple of things before.
Well, hopefully someone will print this.
Totally right.
Hmm?
I think you've got it totally right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to seeing like some of these pages printed to see what a difference it makes.
Yeah. So even though this page feels overall really dark by comparison, there's no black in it aside from the black of India's inks, and the shadows sheer self is put on here, because that's got like 40%. So if I like got an equivalent color, I wonder why it's not letting me paint here. Do I have a selection? Ah, that's what's wrong. Okay. Yeah, so if I take this and then try and remix that. Adding a bit more cyan.
I really want to see you paint actual paint.
Well, now that I have more of an understanding of why it would mix badly, because I never use paint.
I think it'd just be cool to see you using it. I'm interested to see how you do it.
I would love to see you experiment with oils. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah. You wanted to get into oil painting a while ago, right, Doug?
Okay, image, mode, in Photoshop, image adjustments, channel mixer, set the output channel black slider, or the content slider all the way left. Oh, is that only doing it? Okay, so it's only doing it to the layer I'm on. Cool. That's cool. Claire just did that to her own painting, and oh dear.
But you felt the same when you first learned about this, and then you went back over your past work and our past comic.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no.
Just didn't know about it.
Ah, so after you do that, you can play with the CMY values, channels, and contrast to get it closer to the original. That's super cool to know.
So I guess you can put the original next to it so you can check right.
Can you do that as a... Oh, you can. You can do that as an adjustment layer. Do this instead. Because this will do it over the entire image. Booped. My beautiful, beautiful no-K page.
Oh.
I love you, no-K page.
Oh no, there's a fly in my coffee.
Why are you still drinking coffee?
Why?
I forgot about it.
Well, now that's contaminated anyway.
No. I can fish it out.
That was really nice.
No.
She shouldn't drink coffee.
Oh.
She should go to sleep.
I wanted it. Like,
Yeah, at the workshop, Jordi Belair literally said, if you want to be like Jordi Belair, you use no K. And my tiny little brain went, okay.
Okay.
challenge accepted, said
Yeah.
Mike.
Hello. Extra protein in there from the fly.
Nice.
Look, this is it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this is like, yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see if the colour holds on the lines of the lights would work.
Oh, I did that earlier.
Did you? How did it look?
I was
Maybe,
in the midst of playing with the colour of the dark ones.
Yeah, maybe try the colour of the dark ones being a bit... I'd say darker, but maybe actually you could just make the lights in those panels actually white. Pure white, because then they'd be the only white on the page.
In these ones?
Yeah, you could try it. It might draw attention to them.
JP's just like, Claire, I just listened to your singing. Damn girl, mad skills.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, Claire's got the voice. Okay, and then maybe make the colour holds higher value?
The colour holds, I'd say maybe make them a little darker.
That's not how they work in there.
Oh, sorry.
Like if I've increased the unless you want the colour holds to be like a shadow or something, then they would probably be like even brighter with the lights.
Maybe. I was just thinking that it would have more contrast if it was darker, so it would attract your attention more. And I want people to be looking at the lights in these panels because they're the most important part.
Okay.
Like the characters are really secondary in these panels. It's all about the lights flickering.
Okay.
So I was thinking a darker colour hold might look good against the white.
Okay.
Yeah, Claire's voice is incredible. Just incredible.
Can I hear that?
Yeah, we can find some for you. I wonder if Claire has any on her channel.
Matthew Atkinson, I'm craving bread. Reka baked bread earlier. Reka made bread from ingredients.
Yeah.
It was really good. I had it with cheese. I hope that's helped your bread craving.
You're an evil person.
I can't find any singing by Claire. Claire, help me.
Sing!
Where do I find your singing?
I'm not sure where you would find it.
Hopefully Claire will give me a direction to point myself in.
Oh no, separate save file.
Aha!
Do we have Instagram? Yes.
That was so confident.
Thank you for India for this page. Now every comic bar one I've worked on has a
Polypsnick?
has a thing that he likes in it.
What does that mean?
The Twitter video is the one that JP heard. That must have been what she submitted for the thing. Are Doig and Swift now married to Reka?
Yes.
No. Wait, yes?
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
That's the definition of consent right there. Polyptic. Oh, okay.
This is from 4 years ago, but it's still amazing, so I'm gonna link it to you.
I think maybe he misspelled it, and it's supposed to be like the P and the T, the Y and the Y and the T are mixed round.
Polyptic. Thank you, Al. So what does polyptic mean?
It's probably similar to a triptych, but 5 panels? I don't know. A painting, typically an altarpiece consisting of more than 3 leaves or panels joined by hinges or folds.
Is that what this is that you're colouring with the lights?
Yeah.
Ah! A polyptic, of course.
Yar, says JP.
No.
Nar. I love that point in Hot Fuzz.
It's a great movie. Hey Rachel, have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Oh yes.
Oh, good.
That was a while ago now.
Yeah. I still think about that movie sometimes, just because the editing's just really cool. All the really fast cuts.
There's a 9-panel grid later, I think. Is it 9 panels or is it 6?
It's 9.
There is a 9-panel grid lighter.
There is, yeah. JP is a bit more creative in his use of them though, from what I've seen of his work. You okay, El? You don't like 9 panels?
Alright, she's just like, 9 panels.
Oh well, Steph did an amazing job, JP, but you still wrote that you wanted to have it that way. And you even drew out a template, you told me. You can't hide. You can't hide your genius. Don't try. Oh, actually, sorry to do this on stream, but I was wondering, JP, when you were here, you said you were going to count up how many panels I had in the comic, and you never told me or I never asked how many there were in total. Did you ever actually count them? It's okay if you didn't. Like, I'm just curious, because I remember we were laughing about it.
There are 642.
Well, let's just say off the bat, I know I've over-panelled, but I was curious as to how ridiculous the number was.
India HK the Spooky says, I shall make all the fireflies come to India.
Come, my fireflies! Come, my friends! We fly!
That is a quote.
It looks a night in the woods.
Oh shit, it's 5 a.m. Where?
Oh, JP, please do not trouble yourself over it. I was just wondering because it would have been funny. But yes, no, too many is the right answer. And it's the only answer we need. More than I should have. Hey, Pikachu! Oh no, JP! Don't torture yourself with counting panels.
He's like, too late! I'm gonna go do it! You evil, evil woman. It would be easier for us to count it in the thumbnails
I
than it
know.
would be in the script.
It would. It would be much easier because we have it visually.
All around me are familiar faces. Yeah, there's 8 minutes until midnight here as well. Wait, I was supposed to end the stream 52 minutes ago.
That ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed. The mystery of life. How does one draw the other eye?
They don't.
You hide it with hair.
That is the mystery of life. Sometimes you copy and paste it, and then you just skew it slightly so it looks like a different eye.
Then you realise you made a mystery. Cry in a corner. Try again.
Drawing the other eye is like the hardest thing.
Well, you're supposed to draw them simultaneously.
No,
Then you have a chance.
that's so difficult.
Nindia. My name is now a pun. Rebop says that she's doing an 8-grid panel page right now and been at it forever. Is it maybe something to do with you typing all the color information for us here?
How long does it generally take you to do something like that, El?
Answer her quickly.
No. I'm just like, I'm doing a 9-panel grid at the minute.
She says she's doing a 9-panel grid at the minute, but there are 9, 10, 11, 12 panels on the page.
Well, it doesn't take up the whole page.
She's a liar.
It doesn't take up the whole page. It's
The-
a small grid.
I know, of course the 9 panels don't take up the whole page, because there's 3 other panels at the bottom of it.
Yeah. It's a small grid. It's a small grid. There's a lot of information in it.
It's a small grid, densely packed.
Yeah. Pretty much like my entire comic. Al, I can't answer that right now. I'll ask you when I next see you. Okie dokie, Al.
Check back into please at a later date. Thank you. Oh, I feel for you. Hello, man. Welcome. That's not me just being like colloquial or anything. The name just literally comes up, man.
Yo, man.
Although they may be Russian or too many. You should get around the backgrounds like India does. Look, it's just a door in a wall.
Oh.
Oh wait, no wait, I made a mistake.
It's not even a good door in a wall.
There is a vertical line suggesting that this is another wall, which means I can click this, and then I can be like, pick this color, and then move these sliders just slightly. Another wall. Done.
Oh, yes, what is your question, JP? I'll do my best.
Matthew, I'm that one kid in a class of 50-year-olds and I'm only 4.
Have I decided about page 1 yet?
That would be 1 panel, right?
That is for the day before the deadline. I haven't decided about that yet. It will be 1 panel though, yeah. It will basically be a full page illustration. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure what I want to do with
With
it.
word art that says "Welcome to Hell" by India Swift.
No, it's not the name of the book.
Oh, will it have "Girl" and the Glim?
Maybe. No. Probably not. Probably it'll have a panel of Midge with her eyes closed.
Kimi can speak Russian with her speak. That's good. Yeah, she could translate for us. Very sense. Oh, I think Elle has slipped into 291 panels for this
How did you
issue.
calculate that so quickly, JP?
He read the script and added.
Wow, that was fast read though. Is that how many are usually? How many usually in an issue? Bear in mind this issue is essentially 2 issues. because it's 50 pages.
Many issues.
I have many issues. Most of them revolve around this comic.
Okay. I need to get these shadows in order.
Oh, yes! Because JP is a good editor and supervisor, when he wrote the script, he wrote the panel count for every page on the top of the page.
Which you would have known if you'd read his script.
I have read the script, I just didn't remember that. Making it seem
I do
like
actually
you read
remember
the
that you did
script.
that. Can I take a wild stab guess that Ninja, you like Night in the Woods?
It's a good game.
Do you make that audio response every time that Night in the Woods is mentioned? Night in the Woods.
It is good.
It is good.
I like Barry the big one.
What?
I'm just talking about panels and panel terminology. That one line you can't get right, so you draw it and undo and draw it and undo and draw it and undo.
Draw it and undo. Draw it and undo. Okay. So now we have a shape.
Barry the Big is a good name for many things. Ninja says, I don't have a pen and a tablet, yay! With a crying smiley face.
Oh. I do.
Maybe you could get one for Christmas.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
mentioning
that.
Christmas in August is so helpful.
I'm looking forward to Christmas already. Christmas isn't too far after thoughtful.
I don't want to go Christmas shopping.
We'll find a way around it. We'll make a comic for everyone like we did last year. That was much less stressful than just going to the shops. Wait.
It didn't work out.
It was a bad plan. Never again.
Never say never.
I should sleep. Should. Yeah. I think we are nearing the completion of this stream. Very much so. Good time. Jibo? Jibo? Cool.
Is it a challenge to colour a dark page without using darks?
Yeah, a little bit. Wait, why didn't...
Are there any types of lighting that you'd like to try and colour that you haven't had a chance to yet, like neon lighting or...
Oh, that would be cool, yeah.
Like, if you could choose, like, a type of lighting that you'd want to colour, what would it be?
I like sunset colours, so probably just sunset colours forever.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that most of your comics so far that I've coloured has taken place in the evening.
That's true. The early morning scenes you did were super nice though, as well.
Thanks.
You really got the feeling of like morning light.
Thank you.
Super impressive.
Something's going wrong. I see what's going wrong.
What do you mean?
There we go. I was trying to do like fills and stuff, but I was doing it color picking from something that had an overlay over it. That's better. You can't stop drawing May. Well, you know. I'll sleep when I'm bred. I'll bread when I'm sleep.
Doesn't have any of Breaker's fresh home baked bread.
Well, not like we have any left.
It's true, we have like the end of a loaf and that's it. But it's really good though.
You know what? I'm just gonna grab this and fill it with something that's not.
Yeah, like, please feel free. They were just meant to be indications. I know they're a bit rubbish.
No, I'm literally gonna grab it.
You're okay with it? I mean, I'm okay with it not being completely within the lines. I think it reminds me a little bit of 101 Dalmatians, but...
I just wanted to get something. I didn't want to have to select all them, so I'm just like it's easier to get it from here. But at least now there's no K.
Yeah. If an OK colour overlays over an OK colour, can it create K?
No.
Okay.
Well. I don't think so. If you use like something like a blending mode, then yeah. But as far as I've seen, if you have two things and you're only using transparency, I don't think they can combine to be darker. Don't quote me on that though.
Okay.
I don't know what JP is referring to, but he just said that's some existential crisis shit, India. And Claire's being attacked by a moth.
Oh no!
At least have tea with the moth.
Claire, I hope you're okay.
Matthew doesn't care. He just used you as the butt of a joke.
Everyone's just gone mad. All of a sudden. Everyone's in some kind of crisis. Like mental or physical or existential.
Oh shit, Tyler's just entered. Just like, hey, how have you guys been?
Welcome to the witching hour in Dublin. Everything's going wrong for everybody right now.
Oh, the putting OK on top of OK was the existential crisis.
Yeah, I think I'm causing one. I was just wondering.
Might be cool if the shadow was slightly warm.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Sorry, up to you.
Claire's traumatized by the moth.
Oh no! Attacked by a moth. It is something that happens frequently in Dublin. And seemingly at random. It can happen to any person at any time.
Have you seen the comic of Jenny Clements with the love of moth and flame girl?
I don't think so.
That's really adorable.
Is it? I like new comics. Get me some more comics. I've been told to read Daughter of the Lilies by Aline, and I'm currently reading Octopus Pie, which is recommended by Jessica. And so far, that's been really good. It's quite funny. It's a long one though. It was like a long running webcomic.
I'm gonna go check our no emails yet. Waiting for the eventual copyright emails because I've just been listening to whatever YouTube drops itself onto.
Oh no! YouTube is sabotaging you in your stream.
Okay.
Well, I've drawn a drowned up Midge standing in the rain, so I'm probably going to go to bed.
Yes, I'm also feeling laggy.
Dude, it's past 12 and everything. Matthew Atkinson is dropping some math facts which are quite fascinating.
Moths are so amazing. They are celebrities in the insect world because they always commit suicide. It's always in their news.
Are they martyrs for fame? Sleep for you. Elle, you should get some sleep. I'm crazy and I'm sleeping.
Are you actively admitting that you have a crazy attitude towards...
Oh, you know I know.
Oh, you know I know.
But I'm trying also to sleep. Because today was quite a good day for pages, and I think it might be because I'm getting more rest. Maybe people were right.
Ooh, getting smart.
Maybe. Could say they definitely were. Guess we'll learn. I'll try and get some sleep tonight. I will sleep for you, Elle, but you should sleep for yourself also.
So, do you remember earlier the heartfelt tweet I wrote about you?
Yeah, it's so sweet.
The I like colour one has more likes.
Well. Fine. Whatever. I thought it was a beautiful tweet. It made me happy.
You're being trumped by a smudge.
Yeah.
Good job today, India. Good job.
Thank you.
You did good.
Aww.
I love his burb.
Yeah, me too.
Jordan has been making like this 3D model of a little bird with a hat and a wizard stick. Oh, cool. JP fixed some formatting stuff in the script. Page breaks go a little skewed with changes, so it's all organised so it doesn't get confuzzled. Thank you, JP.
Thank you.
We're hopefully getting more pages off to him soon. Okay, phone. Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm doing it. Shush. And I got someone said something. I'm a total trash mammal, started following you. Oh, it's Ninja.
Yay!
Thank you. Maybe I'll take a sneaky. JP went and found the heartfelt. Oh, and he retweeted it.
Aww.
You're a darling.
Thanks, JP.
I'm going to take a sneaky camera picture of the thing I just did. The woo. Ooh. And then
I've just listened to the link you sent me in the NDS. Wow.
That was 4 years ago as well.
Wow.
That's Claire's voice that I'm getting woes about. She's incredible, isn't she?
Wow.
Holy crap, what a voice. Amazing. So beautiful.
you can do it, Elle. You can make the background be done.
You can do the thing.
The thing you're doing can be. You better not be a dick pic. Don't take dick pics. Well, technically, Joe has been a bit of a dick in the previous pictures, and I just took a picture of him. So
That's a better ending of that sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like wondering where the technically was going. I was like, have you? Have you? Sneaky dick pics all the time that I just didn't know about.
I'm gonna caption this sneaky dick pic.
No one will know what you're talking about.
Sneaky progress picture.
Just careful what you write, because now it goes on all your
stream.
social media.
And everyone's
As
like,
you know.
girl in the gloom has dicks in it. And I'll be like, no.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I'm off ski.
Great job, JP. Beep beep. I go to sleep. Elle's shouting Reka. Reka.
What's up?
Who is Elle? But who is Elle? Who is phone?
What?
She doesn't. She said, "Great gob." Beep beep beep. Oh, maybe because you got India to go to sleep. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm lost.
Beep beep. I can do that.
See, let me smash me now. Okay. Share. Posting. She's great job. She's tired. Everyone who is tired should go away now. Shoot. I tired. No spell. Should not make the speak good.
That's alright.
Matthew says, I hear the cries of teeth. Get back in the bathroom here. Go. Go spit. Go away.
Don't shoo her away. That's not nice. Why would you do that?
Why would I shoo her away?
Yeah.
Because she's crying teeth on the thing. I don't know. Because the mic can probably be like as if it's right up inside her, like next to her face, and it's just like, like.
You're implying that that's not a fun sound to listen to.
Yeah. Well, we were in that Zoom meeting, and I could hear things through the microphone, through my headphones, louder than I could hear the actual sound I was making next to my face.
Weird. It's a too powerful microphone.
Snowball, you're too powerful.
And even so, Lisa was telling that. Are you okay? Still alive? Still alive.
I don't know how you can hold Listerine in your mouth for as long as you do. It burns me.
Breathe.
Why are you nodding at me? I think that's the nod of get off the stream, Michael. I kill you. Right, what? Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on the stream. I'm going to go and sleep now. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night. If you are about to sleep, awesome. And may those dreams that you have, that I hope you have, be filled with adventure. That's the one. And if you're not going to sleep, then may the rest of your day, as far as you have it, be filled with adventure also. I'm too tired to make the sounds.
I'm too toothpastey to make them.
So,
Night night.
thanks very much, everyone. Night night.